We are live.
We are live.
Should be good to go. I got my hand sanitizer for the subway, and
There you go. Not too bad.
It's already been a day. I'm here for 12 hours, but now that we are live, just want to say thank you to Anthony Venture for joining me on this live broadcast. We're going to be covering the Q&A. I have my computer set up, and we're going to be reading questions, and I'm going to get his take on it. I know anyone who's no stranger to the channel knows that Anthony Venture is no stranger to the channel, but as always, I will always give him a chance to introduce himself.
What's going on, guys? We got Abdullahi, Richie. I'm surprised you invited me to come and do this. Of course, I'm appreciative, but I don't want to step on rent day, man. This is your thing, so.
And I like having guests. I definitely like doing collabs with people who do great work, and you are definitely one of my favorites in the community. So just had to make sure, get you on here.
Appreciate you, man.
Let's see. Let's go to I got my stuff set up here.
Yeah, I just pulled it up as well.
The community post. So what's going on with you today while I get this set up?
Pretty much did some, man, my days lately, it's been like, I have them sectioned off. So like it seems like from 8 or 9 till about noon, about 12 to 1 was all real estate, just going over contracts and making sure things were good. And then from 1 to about 6:30, it was all YouTube. And then after this, I'm gonna have to probably be editing until maybe 1 a.m. to get this video out tomorrow. So
wow,
maybe it'll be a little shorter. It's not that intensive. It's a little more easy. What's on my wallet video, which I haven't filmed in like a year. I haven't done a what's on my wallet, so I'm excited.
Oh wow,
yeah, my wallet doesn't change much.
What did I put? There it is. Mix this out. Let me move this.
I got some good questions.
Here. See, got my whole setup here in the hospital cafeteria.
Very nice.
So, all right. Before we get into the Q&A, first things first. Everyone knows it's July 1st. It is rent day. If you have the Bilt MasterCard, do I have mine on me?
I left mine at home.
I think I put mine back in my book bag. Today's rent day. So that means that the multipliers on the Bilt MasterCard are doubled. In addition to that, their special rent day promotion has been a Lyft credit. If you link your Bilt card and your even if you don't have a Bilt card, you just have to be a Bilt member. If you link that account with your Lyft account, you'll get $10. If you have the card, you'll get $20. And if you take a Lyft ride today before midnight, you will actually get a $5 Lyft pass, in addition to the normal World Elite MasterCard of taking 3 Lyft rides in a month and getting a $5 pass. So that is their extra. Before the last month, it was 1 for 1 on Air France redemptions. Before that, it was the bed run for globalist status with Hyatt. So Lyft is really doing a lot for these rent days. They're huge. So that's the very first thing. What else happened today? Oh, today you also get your Amex Uber dollars deposited into your Uber Eats account. So if you have the Amex Platinum Business, I think it's the Business Platinum, right? It gets it to your dollar.
Does it actually? I didn't know that. I thought it didn't. But
well, either way, if you have the Personal Platinum, Personal Gold, regardless of how many cards you have, they will be depositing money into your account. It is July, so it will be $15 for the Platinum, $10 for the Gold. So today I got $25.
Nice.
So let's head down to these questions.
One good thing too, I noted was the that Lyft $20 with Bilt. It took me 5 seconds to set up. You might as well do it, and you have $20 credit. And I realized that it expires September 29th. So for everybody going to Vegas, you got a free ride to a casino.
Yeah, and the airport, like the casino's like right in the backyard. I think Jackson said something. Oh, and by the way, welcome to everybody who has joined us. How come I can't see the chat?
Just swipe the left side of the screen. Should be able to.
There we go. Thank you. See, you're always teaching me something. I don't know anything.
Try it.
Andrea Charles, great friend of the channel, says she had no idea that editing is so time consuming.
Oh,
It
yeah.
is. It is a beast. Matt Clausen's in the house. Jackson Daniels says, my built associated phone number and Lyft phone number are different. Wish I could link them, but don't exactly want to change numbers on either account. Oh, that sucks. Oh, the Amex boss just came through.
The boss and Matt Clausen.
But we will start with the questions because I think there are, it says 19 comments, but I don't think there are that many questions. So because I'm not as advanced as everyone else and I can't do the wonderful stuff on the screen, I'm just going to read it to you and you're going to have to believe me. The very first question comes from Cesar Joel asking if I am canceling any cards this year. And honestly, if I'm canceling any, I'm only thinking of one card, and that would be to make space for the Aspire that I potentially want to get, and that would be my Delta Blue Sky Miles card. That would be about it. How about you, Anthony?
I'm just making sure I have this right. This is the Q&A from 2 weeks ago? I actually don't see that question. So Caesar asked what?
When's it dated for? It says anyone who follows this channel know I do things my own way. That's the post. But Caesar's asking if we're canceling any cards this year.
I've canceled. Well, I have canceled the Platinum, the Green. I downgraded the Surpass. I don't think I plan on canceling. I don't think I plan on canceling anything else. If we're talking the end of the year, most likely my business Delta Gold. And I'm gonna retry for the personal gold, so I can keep that a little more longer term to get my free bags. Yeah.
Free bags, baby. That's how they pay for themselves.
Yeah.
So we have that question. Then another question is from Jimmy James, another friend of the channel. The next question is, am I thinking of picking up any Amex Hilton cards? Now, the funny thing is, I put this post out about a month ago to prep. So obviously, anyone who's been watching the channel knows I have picked up the Surpass. I just said I may cancel the Delta in favor of potentially getting the Aspire. So the answer is yes, I will be picking that up. I'm looking forward to getting this free night award for my trip. So hopefully I can employ that. So you have the Surpass, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay, and you do not have the Aspire?
Nope. Might be next.
What's your plan? What's your juggle plan on that?
So I kind of outlined this in the next 2 videos that I've recorded, but basically my goal for right now is to calm down for a second, give myself a couple months, whatever, but really develop a plan of which cards I can accumulate, so this way I can guarantee certain vacations at certain times during the year. Like right now I have Valentine's Day is covered. I use the FHR credit at a specific hotel that I don't really mention too much. Best value ever. Now I want to get like an Aspire so I can go to the Mills House in Charleston once per year. It was one of the best vacations ever. I would love to have that sectioned off. I would love to get a World of Hyatt card to have just a free Hyatt hotel, maybe the Ritz-Carlton card to get the free night there at any Marriott property. I don't know. I'm just trying to maximize the most guaranteed vacations I can allot myself via the credit cards, if that makes sense.
No, it makes perfect sense. Okay, we're actually moving through this pretty quickly. I think it's probably better that you're here. I can bounce things off
we
you
could
so
talk, yeah.
I don't ramble.
Right.
But the next question I have is from Skeagle78 saying, how does high utilization work on business cards during 0% APR new to business cards? Now, mind you, one thing that you guys got to understand is that when I do these posts and I prepare for the QA, as sort of a challenge to myself and to make it a little bit more fun, I don't review these questions beforehand. So when I read them to you, this is the first time reading the question. I literally push them down in my comment section, answer other things aside from these questions so that I'm not tempted. But that is a good question. He's asking how does high utilization work on business cards and 0% APR? Your utilization on your business cards, as long as it's not reporting, and Anthony, please feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, as long as it's not reporting to your personal credit, should not cause you any personal issues with your personal credit score. Now, mind you, if you have these lines, these trade lines, these credit cards, or interchangeable terms that you'll hear, you will actually start to tank your business
Hmm.
credit report, and also you'll start to tank your Dunn's number, your Dun and Bradstreet score as well, because they operate on the same principle. The only thing is that it's business and this is personal.
Hmm.
So that is my answer to that. What do you think?
Yeah, as far as I understand business cards, yeah, not reporting to your personal credit for the most part. Um, but I guess the question is, how does high utilization work on business cards during the 0% APR? But I guess the overarching answer is it's not going to affect your personal utilization. It's just going to affect your business utilization, your DUNS number. So like any other card, I mean, if it's 0% APR, it just means that you're not getting interest accrued. Interest is not going to be accruing on that specific card when you hold a balance. Doesn't really mean anything as far as utilization. So if you have 10,000 business credit line, if you're using 10,000, 100% utilization, it's not going to be great. It's not going to be great. So still, it's great you have no interest, but probably keep it lower on the lower side. Although I will note that a lot of people will go pretty high on some of their business credit cards for the people in the real estate world who take advantage just to fund projects because they know it's going to be paid off in a few months. And since we know that, I believe it's the same for business, that utilization technically has no memory. They don't care. I mean, obviously your score may tank on the back end, but then a few months later you pay it off after the renovations are done, and then your scores are back up. So not the biggest
Dang.
deal. You know.
Oh, we got a question in the chat. I don't like to go past these because they
Hmm.
will get lost in the shuffle, and I don't want that to happen. So Amex Boss says I'm loving my Amex card, my Hilton Aspire card,
Hey,
and Rudy Daniels asks. First of all, he says we both have great channels. Thank you very
thank you,
much,
Rudy.
Rudy. And the question is, can you explain how to use your Amex Platinum, also having Delta Medallion status? I have Delta Platinum and wondering if I can benefit having the Amex Platinum. Uh, I'll go ahead and take this one first because I've had both cards at the same time.
Hmm.
There is not a huge amount of overlap. Basically, the Amex Platinum will allow you $50 per visit visits to the Delta Sky Club. Other than that, it has fairly decent multipliers. It has the best of all the Delta Sky Miles credit card lineup, and even better than the Amex Platinum card. But you still get the free bags. You still get what else do you get? Oh, the companion ticket also works as well. Plus, you can actually combine that with your platinum card to take use of the incidental credit if Delta is your incidental airline. So that is what I would have for that.
Hmm.
What would you think, especially with now that you're, on Team Gold card there,
Team Gold.
Team
It's
Delta Gold card.
right. Yeah, that I mean, if you're just asking like, oh, how can does it make sense for me to get both of them? I would say, yeah, because I don't necessarily feel like there's a ton of overlap. I mean, if you're trying to enhance your travels, like you already have your platinum, okay, cool, got the companion certificate, that's paying for, my friend's or whatever, my spouse's ticket. Um, Check bags are covered. Once you get there, you're gonna have to stay somewhere. So if you, I don't know, in this scenario, maybe you're using um, that FHR credit on the platinum card. Okay, now you got a place to stay when you land. You also have, yeah, the airline incidental fee credits. So if you want to, I don't know, somehow upgrade your flight, I guess that can work. Um, but I don't necessarily think that they're mutually exclusive. I think they can both. I don't think they have like combining factors that would make you think like, oh, I can't have both of them. I think they both have their own uses for
Yeah,
sure.
I am right there with you. Sorry, I'm trying to move my whole. There I
There
am.
you go.
Yeah. So, oh Jesus. Sorry. Yeah. It's blocked.
How are you? Good?
There we go. Okay. Sorry. That's what we got going on here in Brooklyn. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I think you may have frozen on my screen. I don't know if that froze for everybody else, but if so, just hit that. Oh, no, you're good.
There
Yeah,
I
you're
am.
good. Cool.
There I am. I'm heading back. There are people on the phone in my command center, and now I'm heading back, and we're still going to continue this thing. But yeah, that's my answer to that question as far as having the Delta Platinum and the Amex Platinum. And I think Anthony is also correct because I didn't even think about the FHR, how you can use a lot of those benefits in conjunction with one another.
Yeah.
But I'm on the way. And then also after we answer these questions, we can actually get into new crazy redemption that I did for this trip that I'm planning in January. And then maybe we can touch on some stuff for a penny redemption for you.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got to tell people the redemption you got later. He told me off camera, and that's an insane trip you were able to book. So that's wild.
Here I am. I'm back in.
Let's do it.
There we go. Jeez, my life is so chaotic. Like every time I do stuff, the camera's moving.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm such a non-professional.
Yeah, you're always driving
But,
and walking around, and
I'm always doing something.
Hmm.
So let's go back to the chat here. Looks like Matt and Abdullahi are having a conversation about his mouse. Matt Clausen says he's so close to 1,000 total views. So good for him. We definitely pushed him into creating a channel, got him into this ecosystem. So that is good stuff. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah, Matt's been killing it. He's been doing, I think, a short a day. He's been doing well.
Yeah.
I love it.
So you guys make sure you check out Matt Clausen's shorts. Richie's in the house, one of the hotel heroes. So he's let's see. I thought there was another question. Okay, yeah, Sean Lee. Welcome to the stream. He asked, "Do you guys have multiple Hilton Amex cards?" Now, I only have one, but Anthony, how about you?
Yeah, I got the Hilton Basic, no annual fee, maybe a year and a half ago now, and then about 6 months after that, I got the Hilton Surpass, and then about a month or so ago, I downgraded that to the standard, again, basic, no annual fee Hilton card, and the goal is to get an upgrade offer to get back up to the Surpass and probably get like a 30K upgrade offer and then downgrade that again in the future.
That's what's up. Let the Amex Hilton shuffle.
Oh yeah.
But the next question that we have is actually a pretty cool question. And this one, actually, Anthony, I'd like you to answer it first.
Oh,
and
no.
It's from JB396, and it is, what is your core setup?
Oh Lord. So I've basically almost had like a confessional with myself. With we got him. You all right? Jesus Christ. Oh.
Okay, I'm sorry, guys.
Man, you went from choking on coffee that one time with your wife and your eyes popped out. Now you're choking on some mango drink.
You got me there.
You good? Well, I had to go. I went to church. I had to pull the little drawer there, and you have that little facade, and they're not supposed to tell you. So I had a confessional with myself, and I realized, I haven't been the most strategic in my credit card life. I've really just been crazy with, I guess they call it velocity, and just getting the most amount of cards possible and sign. Which, don't get me wrong, I got a lot of points, but I also have lacked a little bit of strategy, and I've kind of went over these confessions in my next couple of videos. But if we're just talking my core setup lately, man, it's been straight just Amex Gold when I go to Food Lion.
hmm
And as of the last like few weeks, it's literally just been that curve card and that built combo, and just trying that out because with that whole
So, how's
yeah.
that working for you?
So far, it's been pretty good. So I've been using the God trifecta method that Calvi created, which is put all of your spend on the curve card. I've been having it go towards um, a card that I don't want to talk about just yet because it's the meat and potatoes tomorrow. But say I've been using it on the Chase Freedom Flex that my fiance has. I loaded her car into that. All of my purchases will go on her card, in so that when they're all ready to be moved to built, I moved it all today, actually, July 1st to rent day. And every single purchase I made that either was if it was dining, then it was 6x. If it was travel, it was 4x. And if it was any other category, it was 2x. So I technically got 2x on every single purchase that I made within the last month. And that's pretty powerful. Like random things like real estate photography, etc., that I don't have categories for, I got 2x build points for.
That is awesome. So, if you're making those purchases on her Freedom Flex, do you get the one MR point as well, or is it an either or thing?
No, so you'll well, I think Chase will claw it back. Once
Okay.
once it refunds the card back, because you'll never actually fully,
Oh, okay.
because it's supposed to be within a 30-day period, so they'll claw those points back because it never fully hits your account. Um, it'll refund the original card, and then I'll keep the points. But the curve card itself, for the first, I think it's 180 days, gives you free or gives you 1% cash back on the card, and you actually can choose what you earn it on. So I earn it in Bitcoin. So it's like
Okay.
yesterday was 850, today is 950. Like it just fluctuates. It's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. I didn't miss out on you. Liana came in,
Liana,
said
Liana,
hello. Oh, Liana said hello. So
crazy.
want to make sure that she's not missed. And she asked a question, am I able and I'm also going to answer the core setup question, but like I said, I don't like these live questions to get lost in the mix. This may be a dumb question. Am I able to request Amex to transfer reward dollars from one card to another? Now, for this, I don't feel as though you should have to if it operates in the same vein as how MR points operate, because even with multiple cards, they're all pulled in one place. Now, unless now I have the BCP, so I do get reward dollars, but I don't have another reward dollar earning card to compare it to.
Hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? It's like if I had different cashback cards, I would assume they would all be banked, just like how the MR point earning cards, because I just go to one place for my MR point earning cards.
Yeah. So I guess is the question kind of, because like what would be the goal in switching from like one reward dollar card to another if they all can just be used in the same way?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think they're banked. I think she's asking about the function of just making the switch. Is that
Oh,
functionality available? And
I don't know.
I don't think it would be terribly necessary as they're all as long as they're in the same ecosystem. I don't think there should be an issue with that.
Yeah.
I just
Hmm.
wanted your thoughts on that.
Yeah, I don't know if are there any other Amex. I might look stupid, but are there any other Amex cards that actually earn cash back other than the blue series?
There's a Blue Cash Preferred and a
Yeah,
Blue Cash Everyday.
I don't think there's any others that earn cash back.
I don't think so either. Let me look up Amex
Because
American
the
Express
everydays
website.
are in MR points. Charge cards are in MR points.
Yeah. Oh, the Blue Business Cash.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's right. That's true. Huh. So that's
I knew
interesting.
there was another
Hmm.
one.
Hmm. Cash
Cashback
magnet.
credit cards. Yeah, there's Cash Magnet. Yeah, Cash Magnet, the Blue Cash Everyday. Those are your three personal cards
Hmm.
that do cash back.
Hmm.
And Okay. And the Blue Cash Preferred is the only one who has an annual fee.
Yeah.
So back to the question from the post and what is my core setup? Okay. Because I travel. Oh, Danny Boy in the house.
Danny boy.
Because I travel so much and so frequently, I have my Charles Schwab, of course, my gold. I'm in New York, so my green. I'm on business, so my Blue Business Plus.
Oh my god.
I'm on a sub, so my Hilton Surpass.
Jesus Christ.
And whenever I'm out, I normally do a ton of shopping at drugstore, CVS, Walgreens. It's easier to get in and get out. So the Chase Freedom Unlimited for that. And because I knew, and this is the only reason I brought this card, because other than that, I just use it digitally. Because I knew I was going to be traveling elsewhere where Built Dining was available, I brought the Built card.
Hey. Okay.
So now when I am not traveling, all of those cards pretty much collapse down to my Freedom Unlimited, my business, my gold, my Blue Business Plus, and my Built card. I actually use that at home. Because other than that, I don't use the only thing I use my platinum for is travel, because I'm not giving up that 5x. Of course, I eat food, so the gold never leaves my wallet, and then I mix it up a little bit. But that's how come I don't do what's in my wallet videos, because it changes so much.
So you
But
find
this
a lot
card
of.
right here,
Oh, sorry.
I'm killing it.
That's what I was going to
Here,
ask you. Yeah. You're finding a lot of value in New York from the green card?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Because where is it? Like, why is my life so chaotic?
Yeah, man, you gotta organize
Well,
that.
when I got here, I bought a Metro card when I got here, but also up here, and I think one of the homies, JP Buffett, he has a channel. He lives up here, and he'll attest. There's the Omni. So it's like one Metro New York. So you can tap your phone and use that for after every 12 rides in a week. It's free. But there are all these vending machines in the subways and wherever, what have you, where you can buy your Metro cards. All of that's 3x. It's all transit. 3x on Uber, 3x on Lyft, ferry rides. Because, if you want to go over to Staten Island, you want to, all of that stuff's 3x. Beautiful thing. Let's see what we got going on in the chat. Danny Boy in the house. Matt Coulson. Danny Boy says he got his Lyft credits from Built. Yana asked Green for ferry rides. Absolutely. That does count as transit. It's going to be a 3x.
Nice.
Abdullahi World says, oh, I'm sorry. Matt Clausen says people should stop using the Chase Freedom Unlimited until Chase fixes it. I would assume he would mean increasing the multiplier.
He wants a 2x now.
You know what? And that's not an unreasonable request.
No.
Let's see here. Abdullahi World says, have an uncle that has both golds, but doesn't travel, uses the points for cash back. I recommended him to get the BBC. Sorry. And he spends close to...
Come on, man.
I'm a scoundrel. He spends close to $10K on gas and another $10K on car maintenance. I mean, there's no question here. Oh, okay. Told him on a personal side to also get the BCP. Thoughts? If he doesn't travel, he's using the points for cash back. If he's spending $10K on gas at 4x, that's 40,000 points a year on gas alone on a business gold. Okay, so that will that'll get him a gas multiplier. All right. Now, as far as the 10K on car maintenance. It sounds to me like he needs a new car.
Yeah, what the how is that a yearly fee? That's right. It's a yearly car maintenance,
Yeah, it's
10,000.
you got a lot going on there, buddy.
Ooh, car maintenance. See, we don't really have a card for that kind of thing, huh? Just a typical 2X card
No.
would do, but
So he's saying get the BCP. I don't think the BCP would really help, except in the vein of lowering the annual fees that he's paying from $250 to $95. Because other than that, if you're just doing car repair, both of them are going to get you 1X. Now, I think maybe he's wasting the value of the MR point unless that value is applicable to him to use it for cash back. But I think he's kind of, I mean, I think it's a matter of personal choice there because he's not referring to categories that are going to really move the needle if you switch products. But that's just my thought.
yeah, I would agree with that. And I guess Matt Clausen, double cash.
Oh yeah, he's referring to because Sean Lee put in a question of what do we think of the city
Oh,
trifecta have been earning a lot of points.
gotcha.
So we have that here. Yeah, and it says, dream would be useful if I was still commuting by train to Washington, D.C. Richie laughed, probably at me. Matt Coughlin says, city quad factor ain't too bad. Just use your points wisely and finish your booking with a Chase card for travel protections if that's your thing. Oh, yeah, city protections are garbage. Other than that, I know Luke's been doing videos about how underrated their ecosystem and transfer partners are because he just got the city premiere. But yeah, I heard that the travel protections are rated PG for pure garbage.
Oh no.
So Richie says, I don't know how people say that with a straight face. Yeah, I'm a bit immature. Matt laid out all of the cards, and Abdulali World says, forgot to mention he didn't get subs on both cards. He had business gold for a few years without using it too. Yeah, it sounds like your uncle's just making his way through the world. I don't know. You may want to get him on a program or something.
Maybe we should have like a 10-step program, but for credit cards.
I think so, man. We really could. That just sounds like, to a points enthusiast, no subs and you pay $500 a year for 40,000 points. Like,
Yikes. Yeah.
you know what I mean? Liana asked, what card gives you the highest cash back or points for charging my Mach E? To her, Matt Foster responds, Discover, Chase Freedom Flex, otherwise the Autograph. Now, I know the Autograph card does have a charging benefit, but also there is, I believe it's the U.S. Bank Cash Plus is up to 5.
Yeah.
You get the 5X charging.
Yep.
On that, who else has a specific charging category? The U.S. Bank card was the first one that just popped into my head.
Definitely one of the best. That card really is a bit slept on. The fact that you can kind of pay your utilities, and if you so choose the EV charging, that's a card I should probably get, to be honest.
The U.S. Bank one?
Yeah.
Or the Autograph?
U.S. Bank. Factoring in the utilities, yeah. But come on, a Mach E.
Need a relation? Yo, I rode in one of those.
Did you?
Look. Now you know I'm Team Tesla.
Yes, I know.
Hear me out.
Okay. All right.
I was at the New York Auto Show. They had one, and it was, I want to say it was a Mach E GT. So I don't even know what the nomenclature was. but they were doing a 0 to 60, and they put it in this thing called unbridled mode. I guess like the whole horse motif because
Yeah.
it's a Mustang.
Right.
That thing was fast. It was so fast.
Yeah.
It was like slam you in the seat. That
Really?
thing was dumb fast. Yeah, it earned my respect.
Damn.
It did. And I am hardcore Tesla all day, every day. Tesla gang, baby.
Hell yeah.
All day,
I would
every day.
I would like to
But
ride in one. Yeah.
I would suggest you do. I think anybody who's really an electric car enthusiast, they really should ride in one to get a different feel because people, they either have driven in hybrids, low power EVs, or Teslas, which are like all over the place. But I can't lie. I think Ford did a good job with it. I think you may have to go up model, up
Hmm.
trim, but I definitely like the look of the GT model. But I like it.
Man, I was about to cause a
I'm a
whole
fan.
bunch of problems. I was about to say the rose gold equates to the Mach E, and the classic
Oh
gold
no, don't
equates
do
to
that.
the. I was about to cause a big
Hey,
problem in this
yeah,
chat.
no, we won't be doing that because here's the thing. Like you have a bit like we were talking about the airport cars earlier.
Yeah.
Remember, there's no rose gold for the Delta co-branded car. Just throwing that out there.
That's right. That's right. Good point.
Sorry.
Oh my god.
Also, Liana, if you are a member of Sam's Club, the Sam's Club MasterCard also earns 5% back for EV charging.
Oh.
Just so you know.
Hmm.
Oh, and also a dirty little trick is if you have an Apple Card, because it is a digital transaction, you're not actually sliding the card, you do get 2% back using your Apple Card if you have like an account with like Tesla or something like that, because those aren't physical transactions. You can use your Apple Card. So if Ford has an account system set up like Tesla does, where you load a card and you go to their charging station, that's a quick 2% back in daily cash back that is available to you that day.
Wow. I didn't know that. Huh.
Yeah, man, I'm the king of dirty tricks.
That's great.
All sorts of dirty tricks. But in the post, I think we're actually about halfway through. Manny Covington, shout out Manny Covington.
Manny.
He asked, "What is your biggest goal for this YouTube channel?" For that, Manny, I'm not gonna lie to you. I can say now, and you guys can quote me because I am live. I have achieved the goal for it, and that is to make great connections with great people. Like, for instance, I have Mr. Anthony Venture here. I've made other great connections with people like CJ, who was on Anthony Ventures Live, which was like crazy and bananas.
That was insane.
You know, I've met some awesome people on YouTube. And I mean, let's just face it, I'm in my 40s. I'm not that exciting. I don't expect that so many people are gonna watch me. I'm gonna go like full time and, you know, call myself a content creator. But the connections that I've made, the things that I've learned, I've achieved it and made a little coin on the side. You know what I mean? So it's been really great. So what about you, Anthony?
Biggest goal? Well, I mean, with that such a sincere answer, I would have to agree. Is the main thing establishing connections? You know, really getting to know people, stuff like that. I love getting on the streams. I could probably see a point where, and I told you this, but now I feel like I'm starting to come there. I could see a point where I like barely make regular videos and just stream all the time. It's just so much more fun. I don't know. Sitting there
And there's
12
no
hours, 14
editing.
hours editing. Yeah. And you get to connect and you get to learn together. I don't know. Both are needed, but I could definitely see a world where I'm doing that a little more often, um, with the computer, et cetera, et cetera. But we all know my one overarching goal, which is 10,000 subs by January 2024, and if I hit it, we're gonna go stay at the most dangerous hotel in America, the Frying Pan
Tell us
Hotel.
more about that.
Oh
Tell us
my
more
god!
about that hotel.
If all right, so that's the goal. I have it in my calendar, January 1st, 2024. So it's called the Frying Pan Hotel. The most dangerous. You type it in. What's the most dangerous hotel in America? It's called the Frying Pan Hotel. It's off the coast of. It's right underneath the Outer Banks in North Carolina. Um, and it's a hotel that's pushed out. I don't know exactly how far, but I believe a couple miles out into the ocean.
Hmm.
And it used to be like a lighthouse or some sort of something like that, where it's like four prongs and it's just floating there in the middle of the ocean. Might be shark infested. You have to take a helicopter to get there, and once you get there, you're kind of locked in for 3 days. It's mandatory. It's 3 days before you can leave. And if there's storms, the thing moves. But they do let you do a couple things. They got the food there. They have skeet shooting off the side. Um, so you get a gun out and start shooting some skeet, um, and a couple other things. But I think it'll be a lot of fun. Man, can you imagine friggin' live streaming from that helicopter? That'll be
That is
great.
crazy. They got lifeboats. I
Man, I don't
hope
think so. I don't think they got anything, but I think they got a helicopter and then they leave. It's like that. It's like you guys ever watch Survivor Man when they used to drop him in like Antarctica and they would say, "All right,
so.
goodbye," and he only has like a fire to work with. It's insane.
I'm trying to look it up here.
Yeah, man. Are you see
Are
it?
you serious?
Hmm.
Is this a thing? This isn't a thing. This
But
can't be a thing.
it's real.
This is a thing.
Oh yeah, and I'm going there. We hit 10K subs. I figured that'd be a great end or start to the year. If I could freaking go there, let's see. There it is. Yes, that's
Are
it,
you
baby.
serious?
It's gonna make one of the greatest videos in the credit card world ever because it still works. It's hotels, right? But yeah, it's crazy. There it is.
Oh
Mm-hmm.
no, man. I'll tell you what. In the man competition, you win.
Oh
I'm
God,
good. I'm done.
I will be scared, and we will be seeing that on camera. I don't even want to go on a helicopter.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, no, won't be me.
Jeez. Well,
No,
hopefully
sir.
I'll be live streaming from up there, so maybe you'll be with me in spirit.
Oh, it's gonna have to be in spirit because not
You're
a
not gonna.
single cell, not a piece of my, of my Marvel Cinematic Universe being is gonna be there. Absolutely not. No, I'm good. I'm straight.
All
I
right.
want you to hit that. I want you to get those 10K subs. I might have to create some accounts or something.
Oh
I
my
need
God.
to get you them 10 because I want to see you stay there. I will not be, but I would like to see you do
I know some people they noticed it because I only talked about it in like one video, but I left it on my banner on my channel. A couple of people were like, I want to see you stay there, so I'm like nervous leading up to it. But if the goal is 10K subs and we have a great community and all that stuff, then I'll do it. Of course, I'm gonna follow through.
that.
That's what
Good.
happened.
Jeez, that is rough.
Anthony's just trying to stay in an oil rig. That's right.
Yeah, that is
Yeah,
rough.
go figure.
Let's see here. Abdul Ali World says if I say Pepsi, he's gonna flip.
Uh-oh.
Pepsi. I'm a Pepsi man.
Are you really?
Yeah, I'm a Pepsi guy. That's
Okay.
it. Coke's not my jam. Liana says, I just joined Chad's channel yesterday. I've been enjoying watching your previous videos. Thank you very much. I very, very much so appreciate you.
Hmm.
So we are moving to the next question, which is from PK Machine Gun. I talked to him in the credit community. Great guy. He says, what would it take from Capital One to get you on board with some of their cards? Then he asks, when are we going to hear from the kiddo about their thoughts on all of your cards? And that's a funny thing. I'm up in New York and I brought my daughter up here for her very first trip. We went to Times Square. We did it live. She had a little camera shy moment, but it was a blast, man. She just thinks that it's awesome that I have credit cards. She thinks I'm an absolute magician. She likes all my YouTube friends because her dad's a YouTuber and he knows other YouTube. She thinks I know every person who does YouTube. So she talks to me like me and Mr. Beast like sit down and have my
Yeah.
time together.
Brainstorm
But
session.
she has a great one, and Capital One really can. What's a diplomatic way of saying this? Ah, they can go into the corner of the room, right over there, and fornicate with a cricket.
Oh
As
my God.
far as I feel about Capital One, because I mean I have the cards, but I'm not excited about them anymore. I'm not excited about the Venture X anymore. It's just it's whatever. So how you feel about Capital One, Anthony?
Takes a sip. Takes a sip. Done. Um, you're really not that excited about the Venture X? Come on, man. What about all the
I'm not.
value people tell you about? Everyone on YouTube says it's like the easiest card to justify. 10,000 miles a year, 300 travel credit. Where could you go wrong?
I don't want to use their travel portal.
Really?
I just want to transfer points. Booking through travel portals for me adds an extra layer if God forbid something goes wrong.
Hmm.
It's just not something I'm trying to deal with. And on top of that, Capital One with their weird, hey, let's approve somebody who is like leveraged to their eyeballs, but let's just literally rubber stamp denials on people with 800 credit scores. I'm
Yeah.
I'm I'm good.
But what
I'm
about
good
all
on
those
that.
people? What about those people that would contest you and say like, wait a second, you can actually combine all of your cash back, your points, your miles together, and throw it all in that travel portal.
You know what? I would say, what's a diplomatic way for me to say this?
The same answer.
So what? It's just for me, Capital One cards, they do have the good sides. If you're
Mhm.
building credit, if you're subprime, Capital One is great because they don't have. If you're a traveler, Capital One cards are actually pretty decent because they have none of their cards have foreign transaction fees. None of them.
Oh. Hmm.
So, I mean, those are its pluses, but just for me, the ecosystem using it, I don't care for their credit card products, but their auto loan products, I actually prefer them over every other auto loan lender.
Wow.
Super seamless, super easy, super fast. I've had um, I've had two car loans through them, and I
Hmm.
prefer to actually use their system. But the credit
Wow.
card products, eh, eh, eh,
That's kind of that's kind of where I'm at too.
yeah.
Again, having that confession with myself, I realized like there's so few cards I have from other issuers. I have one Chase card and I have two Capital One cards, my Platinum Secured and my Quicksilver, and that's it. That's all. I got nothing else.
Yeah. Oh, so you're
Hmm.
like totally Amex.
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much.
As you can see, I got a whole Centurion unit in my wallet.
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
I'm Amex all day. So let's see, what's the next question from Matt Clausen? Are you ever going to consider the personal World of Hyatt and getting under 524 just for that? Well, I actually do kind of like the personal World of Hyatt. Oh, sledging team coming in hot.
Sledge.
Um, but I do need to. I think I'm at 1224 now. I think I'm going to be at 424 in like the year 2380. But I'm trying to do a little gardening now, especially with my recent jailbreak to get the Hilton Surpass card. But
Hmm.
yeah, if I was under 524, World of Hyatt card would definitely be something I would set my sights on.
Hmm.
How about you, sir?
Yeah, it's definitely what I want. I now I hear that it's like one of the hardest cards to get if you are over 524. I guess there's like a 0% chance of actually getting approved somehow. Although I kind of want to like try and be like Sledge and you, where we don't live in a world with rules, so, and just kind of try it. Um, but survey says I probably will get denied. But yeah, I would say probably a little after September. I will be under 524, and if that stays that way, then yeah, I'll definitely get that card. If not, I'm just gonna have my fiance sign up. Actually, she's like 324. She's like coveted golden child right now. So yeah.
That's awesome. I've
Hmm.
actually gotten more chase cards being over 524 than I have being under 524 because I got the trifecta, the World of Hyatt Business. Did I get another one from them? No, I think I got four.
Hmm. What was your
So
reason
yeah.
for getting the World of Hyatt business?
Oh, I didn't have one. It was between the World of Hyatt Business and the IHG at the time. I just
Hmm.
flipped the coin. I picked the World of Hyatt Business because everybody was talking about Hyatt. So
Hmm.
I was like, all right, well, let me try the business card. But, I did not do my research and I didn't realize there was no yearly FNA. But then I
Hmm.
found some other benefits of the card that worked out for me. So,
Okay.
I mean, I like it. I've used it.
Yeah.
I got the sub and all that good stuff. Liana asks, I'm gardening too. Thought I'd never do this, but I'm going to ask my mom to apply for a Chase card and add an AU. Hey, do it, man. Because that's how I got the CSP. That's the only reason I have the CSP, and I don't even use it. My wife got it. I was all excited. I did a little hack for the online grocery, and I don't even use that card. Eh. Oh, JP Buffett. I was just talking about you earlier.
Hey.
So Liana Long says, I'm desperate to get into the Chase ecosystem sooner rather than later. Well, with Chase, establishing a relationship and passing money through their ecosystem will get their attention because they would not touch me with a 10-foot pole. I put my kids in daycare and I used a Chase card to pay for it. All of a sudden, they started offering me ink cards left and right. And not only offering, they started offering and giving me ink cards left, right, and center. So that's a good suggestion. So the next question we have is from They Hate Me 2601. A lot of you guys should recognize that handle. They are in a lot of the comments here. It says, how many cards do you foresee yourself acquiring in 2023? Did you want to take that one first or
no? Sure. At this time, I really do foresee about 3 cards. At least as far as I can see out right now. You know, the horizons to me is like 3 cards. Probably, like I said, the World of Hyatt, so I can get that free night certificate, maybe an Aspire, so I can get that free night certificate, and then maybe a Marriott for another free night certificate. And then probably build out that Marriott portfolio a little bit. Although, to be honest, I could see a world where I get into the IHGs. I just haven't looked at them at all. I know people have talked about it, but I haven't researched them. I haven't done my research yet. So if I do a little research, I'm sure that I'll probably end up wanting to go with them because I hear the sign-up bonuses are pretty good. So
yeah, they're crazy.
That's probably well I'll land. But 3 to 4 cards maybe.
Well, I think for me, I don't think unless they make me an offer I can't refuse, I think I am done for the year because I got the Chase Inc. Business Cash in January. I got the Built card in March. I got the World of Hyatt Business in March. I got. Wait a minute. Am I reading off the wrong post?
I was gonna ask because
I am reading off the wrong post. Jeez.
I was gonna say something, but
Matt just pointed it out, and I was like, wait a minute.
I wasn't sure if you had both of them. Like you did a 4 weeks ago and then a 2 weeks ago one. So that is
okay. Yeah. Oh God. Oh my God. I wasted you guys' time. I am the worst. See, I am the absolute worst. That's why I hang with people like Anthony. That way, he drags me up. But at least we got some good questions from last month. Oh man, I'm a jerk.
Chad's the ultimate in getting content, just recycling.
So let's rewind here. back to the 7th July 2023.
Ooh, okay.
First question is from a user, great friend of the channel. Thanks, Anthony Venture.
This whole time, I'm like, when's my question going to be called? I literally had to come on the show to tell him to freaking answer my question because he wasn't going to do it.
And on the last one, your question was the next one I was going to answer too. And it's from June. Oh my God, I am the worst.
Oh.
Anthony Venture, you ask, who was Chad's Money Minutes in high school? And that is a hell of a question because a lot of people would know it, but I was a drama geek. I was a drama nerd.
Really?
I wanted to go into entertainment. At the time during high school, I was learning, I was being classically trained in the piano. I picked up poetry. I started listening to opera. And this is all in conjunction with playing sports and being a smelly teenager. But my passion was drama. I was a little weird. I definitely operated on the fringes of popular society. So I wasn't one of the in guys, the in No, man, none of that stuff. I love drama. I participated in school plays. I was learning Shakespeare. I was that was my thing.
Hmm.
That was my thing. Other than
Wow.
that, I was, somebody who could just move between different groups. I didn't really have a problem with anybody. So I could hang with the drama people. I knew the band people. And at my school, they had this thing called JROTC. So I hang with the, quasi GI Joes
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So yeah, that was that was me in high school. Many, many, many. I was in high school when the year started with a one. So that's just to let you know how old I am.
Hmm. True. Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. Back then, no cell phones. Uh, they
No
were
YouTube.
payphones. Yeah, no, absolutely not.
Wow.
So let's see here. DJ Bruce Wayne says, "Let's see if I can get convinced to get this card." I think he might have commented on the wrong thing. Tito's Financial Corner asks, "As a credit card content creator, did you ever have times when you wanted to quit because you put so much work in and didn't get the views of subscribers?" Yes. There was a point in time where actually there were many points in time where I just wanted to hang it up because it's like, I'm taking time away from my family. I'm losing sleep. As Anthony said earlier in the stream, the editing, learning your editing software, picking up new ideas, and like people pour a lot of sweat equity into this, especially people who are non monetized. So, absolutely, Tito, that is something that I have gone through. And I'm sure Anthony can attest to this. So, I'll shut up and I'll let him talk.
Yeah. It's tough to say because you go through the process and you're like, okay, you go into it knowing like, hey, I'm not going to make any money, most likely for the first year. That's the mindset. So you're going to be putting in, at least for me, I was doing 2 week for the longest time, um, and slowly getting back to that. But 2 week for the longest time, so that equated to probably like 30 hours a week, up until like 1,000 subs. Maybe it was a little higher, but probably around 30 hours. So a little more than a part time job. For no, just for building a community, et cetera, et cetera. I never really felt like I wanted to quit because I knew what the end goal was. So I was like, how could I just keep getting a little bit better? How could I make the thumbnails a little better? What topics could I hit to get a little bit more views? What makes the most sense? How can I instill my personality? Just a million different things that you just learn by going from video 1 to video 100. And, I guarantee you, no matter who you are, unless you actually care zero about anything in life, by the 100th video, you will be far greater than you ever would have thought you would have been, from video 1. So I never really felt like I was going to give up. I just was like, wonder how long it's actually going to take. How many videos do I have to go through before I start seeing a little bit of traction? It wasn't too bad. I mean, you have a couple hundred videos here and there, a couple hundred views, you know, it all compounds over time, really. But the main thing is building a core audience, which means just commenting back on everything. Um, responding to people, treat them like people. Like I see so many creators like don't respond to anything. Just
Yeah.
they never, like 3 months later they don't respond. I'm like, come on, man, these people take, like, they're paying, like, obviously the video is free, but it's not free for them because they're paying with their attention, they're paying with their time. Time is valuable. So it's like you gotta praise these people. People
We
are
are
great.
right there.
Hmm.
I am right there with you, man. But I it's just with me, it's just, I got my four kids and
Yeah.
I got multiple jobs and
Yeah.
you've seen my travel schedule. It gets crazy. So sometimes it's like I'm pushing time away for that and I'm pouring my heart and soul into this thing that I want people to get value from. And then
Hmm.
especially when you see somebody go on there and the numbers kind of fluctuate or you're getting thumbs down, it's just like, wait a minute. I, I laid down pure awesomeness here. But
Yeah.
what can you do? But I'm happy I didn't give up. Tito, you don't give up either. I know you probably you may feel it from time to time, but you put out great stuff, man. I wish Tito was here. I would tell
Hmm.
him that to his face. Real good guy,
I
man.
will
I
say too, if I can, one common theme I notice across the whole credit card community is one thing that people can definitely improve on is just their thumbnails. If you could just fix your thumbnail, I don't know why. It seems like a common theme with the credit card YouTube. They all have the same because we all did it, right? We all have the same like yours is actually different, but most people have like a white background with a card and they're pointing to it. It's like if everyone's doing it, obviously you're gonna get lost in the sea. So even I actually now recommend people pay $5 for an editor, $5 a thumbnail. It's not a huge sum of money, but you can actually
Is
triple your
is
views.
that your guy?
My guy's $10, but
I mean, I
he's
don't care.
he's a
I
crazy.
still gotta talk to. I still gotta talk to your guy, man.
He's
Damn
good.
travel schedule killed
He's
me.
good.
But yeah, I'm gonna get your guy. I gotta get your guy. I want to do better on my phone.
Just like that, you could literally double your views with the same content, just if the thumbnail's better. So, you know, huge.
Yeah. So Liana says, much respect to you both. Thank you.
Thank you, Liana.
And Matt Clausen said he was a bit of a theater tech kid. And Andrea Charles says, Chad, since you are done with cards for the year, I think you have the Amex Plus and the Charles Schwab. Do you plan on keeping both? No, I have the Amex Platinum Charles Schwab co-branded card. I don't have two cards. It's just the one. I do not have the vanilla, even though they've offered me an upgrade bonus for the vanilla, but you know, I'm holding my hand back for it. But let's see here. The next question. Well, hello there. You know you have to come here, right? Yes, you do.
Come on
Yes,
over.
You have to come here because we're
Your best friend's on camera.
Your best friend is on camera. Oh, she can't hear because I have my things in. We're not.
Oh,
Sorry. My life's full of chaos.
Mrs. Minute.
Okay, now you can hear him, right?
yeah.
Can you hear me?
Mrs. Minute, we love you. We love you.
He always does this to me. Like, I'll be in the most awkward situation. He's like, I'm live. Come here. I'm like,
Yes, right. You're forced, yeah. As he casually sips his drink.
yeah. Like, I'm here with like a whole nother drink for him.
Looks like a Celsius.
Oh, we're in until 7 in the morning. You've been referred to as lovely.
Oh, I tried.
Hey.
Yeah, this is a whole family thing. Anthony, just in case anybody doesn't know, Anthony's a part of the family. And if my daughter was, I would be waving at Mr. Anthony.
Oh my God.
So my mom is interested in Anthony's. I was actually going to learn a few phrases and come in hot with the ni hao, you know, but I decided not to, you know.
Let that be Anthony's thing.
Yeah, I'm going to let that be Anthony's thing because Anthony's he's ice cold with it.
Oh, Lord.
But the next question from Abduali World that says, what is your go-to editing snack? Fruits or sweets or anything else? What are your pet peeves or something that bothers you while editing? My go-to snacks is something in the adult beverage variety, as it keeps my irritation down, especially if for some reason my sound and video aren't syncing or if I can't get that right cut when I'm trying to edit, which is my pet peeve. Other than that, it's just the time that it takes to cut these videos up and edit them.
Look, I was gonna say watermelon and peanut M&Ms.
Oh.
Watermelon is like your snack of choice if someone cuts it for him. If it's a whole watermelon, it will sit there and rot. Because he is incapable of cutting
Typical.
And then peanut M&Ms.
He's a typical man.
I mean, if it's available for you, you'll scarf it down.
Well, see?
If it's cut for you.
You see how knows you better than you know yourself?
Unreal.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even realize I had I obviously have a habit.
Do better, Chad. Do better. Cut your own watermelon.
That we don't want to start that.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah, Leon. She is sharing. She did get shared.
Let's see here. They hate me asked, do you plan on opening any new cards for the remainder of this year? We covered that, so no.
Right.
uh, oh, Calby asked, what specials were they going to offer in July? We covered that earlier, and that is the Lyft credit for activating your linked built-in Lyft accounts. Matt Clausen says, even though you are Sky Team, non-traditional airline breathes for science. Absolutely, Matt. And it's funny that you say that. I think of any non-traditional airline as an airline that I don't particularly fly, which is going to go into the talk about in two questions. Because Matt also asked, philosophical question. Would you rather just use hotel-specific cards for hotel points and use transferable points for flights? More flexibility cross-booking, or use transferable points wherever? So now, before we get into that, Anthony, I'm going to let you answer. Would you just test out an airline for something?
So you're breaking up a little bit since your AirPods are out.
Oh,
So I didn't fully hear what you just said.
All right, let's do this here. Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to know if you would be willing to test a non-traditional airline for science. That's what Matt Clausen asked.
I am not a person to answer this question. I have not flown anything but JetBlue in my life, so I would.
Oh,
Yeah, I would.
he's
I'll
a
have a
JetBlue
different.
guy.
In about a year, I'll have a different answer when I have a little more experience. But for now,
All
who
right.
knows? Mm-hmm.
Well, for me, I would definitely try Breeze. I see they're an up and coming airline, and Matt actually, I think he did a video on this. If not, we definitely spoke on it on their pricing structure. I think it's like good, great, greatest as far as their stuff is concerned. You obviously pay more, which includes more services like check bags and so on and so forth. I haven't looked into it deeply, but I would definitely try it. He also wants to know, would you rather use hotel specific cards for hotel points, use transferable points for flights, or just use transferable points um, for everything? In other words, would you rather just have cards that just got transferable points, or would you specifically get hotel cards and only use the hotel points for those cards? If I'm understanding the question correctly. What do you think?
Man, it's the problem with some of these questions are like, like hotel car. Okay, which hotel? Like if we're talking Hilton and we have an Aspire, 34 points per dollar spent, like a 17% return on all of your if you're using your Hilton cards to book the hotel spend. So like in that case, pretty insane value if you're just going straight Hilton. But I wouldn't necessarily use my Amex points for Hilton if I had to transfer it, unless there was some crazy bonus. But usually, I think you're not getting as much value, man. But if you could only have one, I guess is the question. Or what would you rather? I would say from the ages of I guess for the last 5 or 6 years I've been in the credit card game, I would go straight hotels because that's all I stated. I didn't take any flights. From now on, now that I'm gonna be flying to a few other places, some new countries in the next couple of years, probably would like
Yeah.
the transferable currency. Yeah.
All right. Okay. And the last question from the correct post.
Oh,
Look at me being correct.
very nice.
Caesar Joel asks, if you could go back in time, knowing what you know now, which 5 cards would you get first? He says, celebrating my daughter's birthday that day, but we'll watch the replay for sure. Oh, I think that's a separate thing. But yeah, so I'm gonna let you answer that one first. Knowing what you know now, what would be your first 5 cards?
Oh God. So you actually asked me this on our first ever Tesla talk. I think you asked me what my first 3 would be, and I felt like I had a weird answer, but some people were like, "Oh, okay." Um, I don't know, man. It's like it's so variable because still, the most the most value I've ever gotten from credit cards for the last 5 years has been hotels. I haven't had to pay for hotels. It's all Hilton and Hyatt. So it's like if no holds barred, and I had highest credit score already for whatever reason, I would just start with the Hilton cards, get all of them, and I'd be living large, and then I'd probably get a Hyatt card because that's just I don't know. That was my life. But I guess it makes sense. Yeah. Should you have a foundation of like, okay, can I get 2% cash back on every or 2 points per dollar spent on all purchases? Fine. Should I get a trifecta? Fine. I just never rolled like that. I didn't care about any of that stuff. I liked getting the
Yeah.
subs and going on nice vacations. That was it. That's all I cared about. So I don't think I would change a thing, to be honest. I think I did all right.
You know what? I'm actually going to agree with you on that. Because when I got into the game, actually, no, I can't agree with you because I would change something. Because when I got into the credit card game, it was literally on a oops moment because I wanted to upgrade a card.
Hmm.
And I upgraded my blue card, my Delta Blue, to a Delta Platinum. Totally missed out on an upgrade sign up and a sign up. Left all that money on the table like an idiot.
Oh.
If I knew then what I knew now, I would get the Amex Platinum immediately
Hmm.
for the virtue of my traveling. I would get the Platinum and the Gold. Then, instead of the Blue Business Plus, I would, at that rate, I would have actually dipped into the Chase ecosystem and probably would have started with the Freedom Flex, even over and above, because I already had the Freedom Unlimited. I've had that for a million years.
Hmm.
So I would have gotten the Freedom Flex, and then for the business card, I would have gotten the Ink Business Preferred instead of the CSP.
Hmm.
But if I had to choose a Sapphire product, I'm more of a reserve guy than the preferred.
Oh.
Now that travel credit is easy to use because you just charge something that hits the whatchamacallit and you're good. It's even better. You don't have to go through the Chase portal. And then that's 5 cards, right? Or is that 4? For the 5th card, probably be a catch-all, maybe like an autograph or even a active cash or something that I could just fall back on. But those would be my 5.
Makes sense.
All right. Looks like here, Liana asked Chad, just out of curiosity, what was your very first credit card you received and what card? And how has the credit industry changed from your perspective? Funny thing, Liana, I actually did a video on my very first credit card. It's called the 269 month review
of the Quicksilver.
I do believe that was my because I got that and the Discover right around the same time, but I think the Capital One card, I got it as a platinum card because Quicksilver didn't even exist then. Like Samuel L. Jackson wasn't even getting checks cut back then.
Ooh.
So that's how long I've had that card. And the credit industry changing through there, I think the biggest change was when they made those laws where when they started imprinting credit logos using the payment processing networks in conjunction with the debit cards, you used to be able to earn rewards on your debit transactions the same way you do on credit transactions. Then they came out with a law that gutted the banking system in that aspect. That's why you don't I used to earn Chase UR points on my Chase debit card. My debit card used to have the Chase logo and it had like a white backdrop, but it earned Chase UR points. Chase UR points have been around for a while. And for the longest time, you could just get them on your debit card. You didn't have to have a credit card. But I have to look up the law that they signed. It was some sort of fiscal overhaul. But yeah, you used to be able to get like transferable currency on your debit transactions. But now they've kept those totally separate. That's just to answer your question. So yeah, the 269 month review, I think I've had that card for 20 plus years. It went from a platinum to a Quicksilver, and now it's a Venture One. No annual fee, 1.5% earning. No, 1.25% earning. I was really an idiot. So also, if you want to look at that video, watch the Critic Confession. I'm so sick of Capital One because I actually outlined my stupid steps on that as well. So with that being considered, I've had you here for like an hour and 15 minutes because I was a moron reading the wrong post. So let's go into this redemption that I just did.
Yes.
And I actually wrote it down because I forget things. So, just so you guys know, you've read my community post about my 8 cent per point redemption that I just recently got. So, we're going to be answering that because I did a poll as to where you guys think I got it from. And the answer is I got it on Aeroplan. Now, what I did was I took advantage of the Aeroplan transfer bonus through Chase. And my wife and I were going to Italy in January, and we were trying to figure out how to come back. So what I was able to book was Lufthansa business class from Rome, flies us to Frankfurt. We're in Frankfurt for about 20 hours, so we get to spend the night, look around the city because Italy and Germany are in the Schengen region, so you don't need a visa to travel between those those countries. So we're going to be able to check out downtown Frankfurt, which is the most international city in Germany, has an amazing finance area, and has actually an old neighborhood that was destroyed during the war, and they rebuilt it in the 80s, and it's still there. So we're going to get to enjoy a day in Germany and fly Lufthansa business class on their 787 Dreamliner, their newest business class, back to Detroit. Now, the numbers. The cash price for those tickets was $9,711 for the two of us, and I can't. I'd have to sell one of the kids to pay for that, and that would be looked down upon. But there's no way we were paying $10,000 for a ticket. So what we ended up getting them for through Air Canada was 140,000 Aeroplan points plus 305, basically 306 US dollars. We had to pay in Canadian dollars, so of course I paid the taxes and fees with my Amex Platinum. Got the 5X. They did the conversion, no foreign transaction fee. So I was hitting them on all cylinders. But all we had to transfer from Chase because of the transfer bonus was 116,668. So basically 117,000 points. So that took 23,000 points off of it. And with said math, 9711 minus 305.92 over 116,667 gave us a cent per point value for these tickets at 8 cents per point. We got.
Wow.
Now with that, Amex points are still more valuable to me because I tend to get more consistent, higher transfer redemption rates with them. But now, with my average transfer rate of Chase points, I'm at almost 5 cents a point. So now when I look at a Chase point, I think of it as about 5 cents per point.
Wow.
So yeah, so we got 8 cents per point, and that closes our itinerary. So now we have a way back to the U.S.
That's crazy. 8 cents per point. 116,000 points for a $10,000 flight. That's wild.
You know, we get to hit the lounge in Frankfurt, and they're famous for their lounges there.
And what's the deal with that Lufthansa business class?
Well, they just got the new 787 Dreamliner, so it has what's called a reverse herringbone seat configuration, meaning let me see if I can get some paper. Basically, every single seat in business class has aisle access, right?
Oh.
So all of them, it's like here's a seat, and here's a seat, and then the next row, and then the next row. So like that's how they go in the middle. I have to just pull up the seating chart. I gotcha. 787-9 Dreamliner. I've been watching YouTube videos about it. About
Hmm.
the Let me see if I can just pull a picture up. But yeah, we're looking forward to it because here it is. Can you see it?
Oh,
Or do you need me to get closer?
okay. Oh, I see. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
So every
Wow.
seat has aisle access. I hear that the service and the food is fantastic. We're flying over there, Air France. Air France has Michelin star chef food service. They're world famous for their food.
Ooh.
And we're going there on an A350. And the A350 is a wide body plane, one step down from the A380, which is
Hmm.
2 stories.
What would
So that
Hmm.
is the big time redemption.
What would you recommend for getting food on a plane? Like, how does that code?
It's free.
It's
Oh,
free.
are you talking about like when they sell the because like when I fly main cabin, like they'll sell like those power packs and meals in economy. You talking about that?
Because you were just saying like Michelin star food on that.
Yeah, all of that's included in business
Oh,
class.
really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, you
Wow.
don't pay for anything in business class. You definitely don't pay for anything in first class
Damn. So
at all.
that flight that I'm gonna take then to maybe Japan straight will be fully funded with food. That's great. Wow.
Yeah, but yeah, in business class they normally present you with a menu, and you have 2 things. You can pre-order your food. Like how didn't we pre-order our food when we went to Paris? Hello, hello, my wife. Hello. Did we? Oh, she has the earbuds in. Did we pre-order our food when we went to Paris? Yes. So you can pre-order.
Okay.
Yeah, they send you the menu. Apparently, if you're a vegan, you have to make that clear. And
Hmm.
then there are other places that are dine on demand. So they'll present you with a menu. You order whenever you want, and you order as long as it's in that service window. But yeah, it's all complimentary.
Hmm.
The only thing I think you pay for, depending on the airline, once you get there, is Wi-Fi. If you want Wi-Fi, if it's not already included in your ticket,
Oh.
and you don't have T-Mobile if you're on Delta.
Oh. Gotcha.
But
That's wild.
yeah, the food eat. And then on top of that, I'm telling, and they'll bring you like, because what they'll do is they'll have the main meal, right? You'll choose your main meal, but then there are snacks that are available on demand at any time. So it's like, hey, I want some ice cream. Hey, I want some M&Ms. Hey, I want some watermelon that someone else should cut
Uh,
up. You got your options.
wow. That's wild. I wanna order something that they don't have, force them to land the plane just to go and get it.
I mean, I hear where you're going with this, but just gonna throw this out there.
Just saying, it's
Anything
possible.
that forces a plane to be landed,
Yeah, that's not
somebody's getting in trouble.
It's true. It's probably true, yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. You give them hell, you get your ostrich egg omelet, but
Uh,
I,
yeah,
I don't know. Well,
13-inch
yeah,
diameter. Mhm.
that's it. But that is my redemption. I can't believe I was reading the wrong Q and A. I am old. I am just the worst.
You're good.
So, and the one last one, right? Because I even see it's getting dark in South Carolina.
Yep.
The last thing is making an announcement about my channel memberships. I have had channel memberships now for quite a few months, and frankly, I'm so happy no one subscribed because I had nothing to offer there. And basically, just to get your name in green to participate in the chat when I read everybody's chats anyway, it's not worth the money, even though it's my product. So that's me being hyper transparent. Now, the second thing is I've actually included a second layer to my channel memberships because I know all of the dirty tricks of bookings and things of that nature. And I have a series on airline hubs, points valuations, explaining all the alliances. One thing I do like to do is help people book aspirational travel. So you can feel free. And this is another reason I have Tony Venture, Anthony Venture on the channel, is because as far as I'm concerned, I will only be exclusively communicating through his Discord. I can set up we can set up appointments and I can help you book your aspirational travel with your points. I would love to do that. And that is a tier level on my program. I think it's $4.99 a month. You can do that. You will have access to me. We will set up appointments. We can have private chats on his Discord. I didn't do the description, and I'm going to add the description in the thumbnail after we're done with this live stream. But a link to the Discord will be included in the description of this video. So that is a part of my channel. That is a new tier that I will be offering, is using my dirty tricks to help you fly $10,000 flights for $150 a piece, like me and the missus are going to be doing.
That's awesome. I think that'll be super valuable because me myself, I've used Chad his time to help me book some flights to Japan, Italy, etc. Haven't booked them necessarily yet, but he found me some of the best redemptions out there, etc. So I think that's probably highly valuable. And I mean, definitely valuable. Sorry, I'm trying to post the actual Discord in the chat here, but it's giving me an issue.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
But I'll set it up so that you have your own little section, and this way, when people, there we go. All right, we got the Discord in there. So this way, when you do have people that really need those good flight redemptions, and you're able to get an 8 cent per point, travel redemption, whatever. I'll have a little spot, and you'll be able to do like that live calls on there. So that'll be cool. I think that'll be pretty interesting.
Yeah, so that's going to be the new tier. I'm telling you, if you want to do the $2.99, by all means. I'm going to read your comment anyway, though. So don't leave money on the table, because we know how I feel about leaving money on the table. Give me that. But you definitely want to, if you want to do travel, by all means. I have a tier here. You can access me via Instagram. You can actually email me straight off my page, and I will work with you and I will help you out, get you the best value for what it is that you're looking for. Now, mind you, sometimes it won't be the best point value, but if it's easier for you to fly from a home airport as opposed to positioning, you have to weigh the opportunity cost there. So I'll definitely take a lot of things into consideration, and we will get you knocked out. But yeah, man, that's it. We're closing on an hour and a half. It is pitch black where you are. I'm sitting in a comfy office.
I almost didn't make it. It was like thundering and lightning out here. I was about to go do it from another place, but
So you got anything for the people before we wrap up?
No. No. This is a lot of fun. But appreciate you having me here, and have me in here and whatnot. Just kind of
always
a chill session with everybody in here. Oh, you must have some permissions, Chad, because my link to on the Discord that never showed up in the chat. You must have something where I can't post links or something. Yeah.
Oh well, God bless you if you know what it is, because I don't know what it is.
Who knows? But yeah, appreciate you having me here. A lot of fun, and I love seeing everybody in here. Leanna, Richie, Abdullahi. You guys are
Matt
great.
Clausen, Danny Boy, MX Boss.
The boss.
Andrea Charles. Everybody was in the building.
Mm-hmm.
It was a fun time, man. Fun time. But yeah, I'm gonna be up here because I talked to John Cannon, I talked to JP. Oh, that was the last thing. While I was here, took the family to One Vanderbilt, the Vanderbilt build. They just recently completed it. next to Grand Central. I took my daughter up to the very top so she could look at the city. What I did not notice while I was there was I was in the same building as the famed Amex Centurion, New York. So we were on the 93rd floor.
Hmm.
The Centurion New York Restaurant Lounge is actually on the 55th floor, and you have to go through the front door to get to it. So for anyone who doesn't know, you can go on Resy, you can set reservations or be notified when reservations are available. I'm going to try to get my hands on a reservation before we leave New York because I would love to at least film the going in process. Even though I don't have a black card, they do make time and availability for platinum card holders. So I heard the views are beautiful. The food is amazing. So I just want to let you guys know about that.
Damn, you should definitely even just maybe do a live stream where you call the concierge, the platinum concierge service, see if they get you in.
Might have to.
That would be cool.
But they were there. I was in the same building as the Amex Centurion Lounge, and it totally escaped me.
Wow.
So oh, JP says he's heading there soon.
Oh.
Do it. Yeah, you don't have to be a black card member, but black card members have access to all of the amenities, whereas non-black card members don't. You can bring guests as well. So it would be me and the missus. So yeah, looking forward to that.
That's cool.
But that is about it for me. That's about it that's all I got for the people. You know?
Cool, man.
Oh, it's an observatory.
Oh.
But yeah, so this could be my entry, and I'm still going to be working on some videos here. I got some good ideas that I'm going to be putting out. So Anthony, you've been here. You've graced us with your presence. When can we look for your next release?
Man, tomorrow 10 a.m. I'm going to make it happen. Yeah, like I said, I'll probably be up to like 3 a.m. finishing it, but who cares, whatever. And then tomorrow I'm going to work on a few other things, but yeah. I'm thinking tomorrow, 10 a.m. And then maybe, I think I would probably have to wait till Sunday again. And then hopefully a Wednesday after that, but I don't know. Tomorrow I'll be there.
Well, there you go, everybody. Look out on Anthony's channel tomorrow, 10 a.m. for his new release. I'll have his channel linked in the description as well. I have to do all that stuff after the fact because I don't know how to set it up beforehand.
Right.
So I'm going to be knocking all that stuff out.
Cool, man. Appreciate you.
That is about it. Man, I appreciate you taking time to be on the channel with me. I appreciate it.
Anytime.
You want to come say bye? You want to come say bye? You want to come say bye to everybody? I think just speaking to my ear.
Have a good night.
As I just become a shadow back here, I start getting darker and darker.
But did it sound like I was yelling?
I'm just gonna move back in the shadows.
All right, man. All right, brother. Well, you take it easy, man. I'm gonna end this off and put this live together and make it look presentable for people.
Cool. See you, everybody.
Right, take it easy, everybody.
Bye, guys.